Being a parent is hard work, but being the parent of a missing child is unimaginable. Last year, almost 500,000 children were reported missing, being it runaways, family abductions, or otherwise. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in Washington, D.C. is an outstanding nonprofit organization committed to defending our kids. And Callahan Walsh from the group joins us now, along with Christine Seladek, Senior Director for Canon USA. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Callahan, tell us a little bit about the history of the National Center. It was created by your parents, John and Reve Walsh, in 1984?
Absolutely correct. In 1981, my brother Adam went missing from a South Florida shopping mall, and his remains were found 2 weeks after his abduction. My parents started the National Center in their garage off just a card table and a landline because Adam's case was one of the first missing children's cases to reach national media attention. And the amount of letters that my parents received from other families of missing children that weren't getting that same attention, that they didn't have anywhere to turn, my parents knew they needed to do something. And so in 1984, they created the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and to date, we've helped recover over 250,000 missing children.
Callahan, it's absolutely amazing that your parents were able to turn a tragedy into something that has helped thousands and thousands of other people, through all the bad guys you've caught on America's Most Wanted and The Hunt. Let's get back to this initial event that started it all. What are the most common reasons that a child goes missing here in the United States?
Kids go missing for all sorts of different reasons. They could be runaways, lured or groomed from the home, abducted by a rogue relative or even a stranger. And so at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, we search for every child that's reported to us. We'll never give up hope. We'll never stop searching because we know the families will never stop either. Hope is why we're here, and we continue the search to help bring them home.
Well, and good for you, for continuing your involvement with the National Center. I'm just so proud of what you guys are doing. Canon has been partnering with the National Center for over 20 years. Christine, you've helped launch a video campaign to promote your mission?
Yes, so we have a new social media campaign. Part of that campaign is a 90-second film which highlights some of the special moments parents share with children in real life, bath time, bedtime, playtime, but then it also captures the unthinkable, the second when that child goes missing from the playground or the park. So, and in alignment with the summer season, we want to make parents aware to keep your children in view at all times because you never know when this situation can present itself.
That's certainly true, and you offer a lot of great tips, Callahan, for how children can be kept safe through their parents. One of the most important things that parents should always keep in mind is that they should keep a file, keep track of their child's identification information. God forbid something happens and the child disappears. Can you just quickly touch on that point?
Absolutely. The most important tool when it comes to the recovery of a missing child is an updated and accurate photo of that child. And so who better to partner with than Canon? Canon's been doing a great job educating families to make sure that they're keeping that photo up to date. God forbid their child were to go missing. They need to turn that photo over to law enforcement. It could be the linchpin that brings them home safely.
Great, thank you so much. And I mentioned before we started this interview that your father, John Walsh, actually gave me my first job in journalism. I was a writer at America's Most Wanted. It was an incredible, incredible experience being part of the mission of that show, helping many families as we did. Not only did I have my first job, Callahan, with America's Most Wanted, but did you know your dad is a matchmaker?
Now I do, apparently.
Yes.
I didn't know that before. But.
So I was invited to a party with America's Most Wanted, and your dad introduced me to a man named Bill Sigliano at one of those parties, who would later become my husband.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say. That's fantastic. That
yes.
really is.
It was great. Well, my best to your parents, and thank you for what you're doing at the National Center. Christine, I have a terrific Rebel T5i that is serving me well, so thank you so much for joining us today from Canon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For more information on keeping our children safe, visit missingkids.org. Canon is a 20-year partner of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.